Man, I miss living in a first world nation like Mexico, where they could actually like get your food right, and then they could get it to you warm, and then it got it to you pretty fast too. But I guess I get stuck being drugged back to the third world USA because because they're so incompetent and mentally ill that they change my information in the government database. I mean, don't get me wrong. We understand who that was. I mean, literally, the information they changed was one of these rat-faced Joe fucking Israeli dual citizen fucking pedophile motherfuckers. And we ain't just dropping words like pedophile here because we actually know this person's lifestyle. So, I mean, they've got a child now with the person. So, everyone who's blaming them for that 15 years ago, like, it's obvious now that they're actually with that person. So, whatever. I mean, it was obvious to everyone else then, but it's been obvious for 10 years. So, we're not just dropping crazy words when we talk about getting fucking old, hard, cold food for high prices in USA, and then, you know, in Mexico, you pennies on the dollar, and in a street cart, the food's delicious. Out here, street carts are like 2-3 times the price of McDonald's. Out there, the street carts freaking, man, it was like half the price of McDonald's. Anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. It's like, I didn't have to wait 15 minutes for food in Mexico. And you know what the hot thing is this Romeo's Pizza down the road here. Like the other day, I ordered a pizza from them, and I walk in, and they're like, it's not ready yet. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, yeah, it's going to be piping hot pizza. And so I walk back in like 2-3 minutes, and it's like the pizza I get, like when I eventually look at it, is not like soft and melty at all. It's like room temperature. And it looked like the toppings were just like thrown in the box. Like literally the toppings were not baked into the cheese, and they were just like I could shake it like a little child shaker toy or something, and all the toppings would just like float around. I got meatballs, and it was like little pieces of meatballs, and like it would just shake around the box because it wasn't even baked into the cheese. And supposedly I had to wait an extra 2-3 minutes because it wasn't ready yet. And it's like, man, bro, I never experienced nothing like that when I was in Mexico. So, man, this nation, I mean, there's trash all over the place here, bro. There's just trash everywhere in this nation. And this is the clean city. This city is clean. The other ones, they got syringes. Like you be trying to like dance around the street, you be like, oh, don't want to step on that. There could be AIDS in that syringe. Like maybe I'll get lucky and God give me a free syringe with some good drugs in it. I mean, in Mexico they didn't have laws against the animals running loose and everywhere and having to clean up their poop. But then again, my parent was telling me the other day that no one cares about that law either around here. Obviously, no one cares about the trash law. So, man, it's crazy. I have to pay for this food. I gotta pay for it, and I gotta pay a lot for it too. You gotta pay everyone, not just me. Everyone else. I used to like worry more about other people than me. Be like, oh well, other people are getting screwed around, aren't they? And but man, I gotta, the pizza place, they treated me like I was like a jackknape or something, cause I was like, hey man, there was a dead scorpion or a dead centipede in my pizza box. Like, you know, do you imagine like if I had a family or something, how they would react if there's a dead centipede in a freaking pizza box? They wouldn't touch that, man. If I fed that to them, they wouldn't like that at all. But me, you know, I don't want to deal with it. I know there's going to be some problems. And so guess what happens when I contact, did I say Marco's? No, I said Romeo's earlier. Romeo's, when I contact Romeo's, like they start talking to me, they're like, well, why didn't you tell us earlier? And all this stuff and this and that. It's like, well, I'm sorry, it's been 12 hours. You figured I'd go home and get some sleep. And then, am I even going to contact you because I know you're going to cause me problems and drama because you put dead insects in my pizza box. Just like I didn't contact you before when you didn't get the order right. Because I know talking to you is going to be like talking to a crackhead on the street asking me for $5 when I'm telling him I ain't even got $5. He's like, oh, no, I need that $5 in crack. I'm going to kill you if you don't give me $5. But that's what it's like, man. You don't see. That's why I don't blame crack for things. I don't blame meth for things. I mean, yeah, trash is out here using meth and heroin and crack, and other people are too. Tony Montana used coke. He was a good guy, right? And he wasn't laying on the street throwing his needles, syringes in the street. But then, it's just like they're normal. I don't know. Maybe they're fat addicts. Maybe the fat has destroyed their mind and eaten through their brain cells. Maybe the TV. See, I don't want to blame this. You know, heroin, meth, TV, food. It doesn't matter what these people are addicted to. So it matters how the person's acting. And bro, you run a job, you work at a joint. When the customer says something's wrong, something's wrong. There ain't nothing else. I mean, you take your business, you should be kicked out of this nation. If you run a business that screws over customers, you should be banned. Like Russia banned McDonald's. McDonald's was poisoning the planet. Is poisoning the planet. So no more McDonald's in Russia. No one cared. People's laughing at that. They're like, they ain't got McDonald's no more. Their country's going to become Olympic athletes now. Man, and that's another thing too. They had this debacle about food like 10, 20 years ago where they got to serve something healthy. So what the hell did they do? They changed the oil, didn't change the fat content. McDonald's is still nothing but grease. It didn't change the fat content. You order a salad, it's got like 32 grams of fat in the dressing on it. Even the salad, and the salad ain't even real food. You're just eating grass. You're just eating grass. There's no nutritional value to grass. I don't know how cows and stuff get big like that. Maybe grass has more nutrition than salad. But I can tell you, bodybuilders don't eat salads and grass. So that's not how they're getting big. Athletes don't eat grass. So I don't know. But this is bullshit, man. Unfortunately, I forgot what goes on inside of this nation. That was part of the plan, to forget it and leave it behind. And then they got the one little puppet string they can pull to drag me back here and force me to come back. It's like I don't even want to be here. I want to go to the heart of their empire and fucking get rid of those people. That's where I want to go. I'm going to go straight to Israel, get rid of that fucking nation. It's not even a nation, it's just people. It's just crackheads and meth heads who stole a house, and then if you steal one of these people's houses, in USA, the second you get a piece of mail sent to your house, you now are a tenant of that house and you live in that house. And if you stab the people and throw them in the garbage can, the house is now yours, apparently. That's how it works. That's how nations work. It's like Ukraine was a Western nation, so you know, the Russians are going to officially become Ukrainians here soon. What is it going to be? A few hours, a few days, a couple months? Right, it'll be part of Russia now. It's the way it is. It's the way she goes. But this food stuff, man, people should be getting vouchers. Like the government, instead of falling off bicycles and smoking meth all the time, they should be passing some sort of law where if you screw around people too much, you screw around too many citizens, then you got to go. That should be the way it is. Just start kicking them out. Kick them out the nation. Be like, well, it shows here you've ripped off 5% of the population. And then our undercover investigation team has shown that when you do that, you're more than likely to spit on their food or tell them where to shove it if they report on it. So the reportings of 5% of people's food is messed up, hard and cold in this nation, which is probably more than that, are underreported because there's people like me who know, have worked in these industries, that you go back and you say, oh, my food's cold, oh, my food wasn't right. Someone's going to spit on your food. On it, the new order is going to be real right. It's going to be real right. It's going to be extra juicy. There's going to be some extra flavor in the burger. Those fries is going to be so extra juicy. That pickle's got a lot of sauce on it. And that ain't just ketchup.